What's happening, guys? I'm Dan. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of many Hot Butcher beers that I have to review for you guys. I got about 4 or 5 more in the arsenal, so this is the first one. It's called New Oklahoma. I have never seen it. Really cool can art with the birdie there. And then we have Mosaic and Belma-hopped American Pale Ale brewed with raspberry. Wow, that's a mouthful and an interesting combination from Hot Butcher for the world, guys. So 5.75% ABV, very much lower than you typically see. They're usually in the 7.5 range, but that's okay. Today it's a little bit different. This is going to be about $16.99 a 4-pack, so a little bit cheaper than some of their other offerings. We have bright citrus and some berry. So again, we got Mosaic and Belma-hopped. I don't really know much about Belma. I think I've only seen it used once, maybe. And that's a long shot. So let's get this into a glass. We have a canned on date that cannot be read, but I know that these are no older than a month because I had the other offerings. They were all canned at the end of April or at the beginning of May. So today is May 14th, time of recording. Let's get this into some, not proper glassware, but I'd love a Hot Butcher glass. Somebody hook me up, or I'll just go buy one. Doesn't really matter. So of course, she's hazy. That's very shocking coming from Hot Butcher, but not as hazy as some of their others. But then again, for being only 5.75 and a pale ale, this is very, very hazy. So it looks good, guys. Nice frothy head sitting on top. Very creamy. Whoa, chivy. Super chivy, like berry, like bitterness, berry bitterness. But I mean like green onion, scallion, chives. Like almost a minty herbal kind of quality to this. And then that subtle fruitiness underneath, it's more like chive and herbaceous than it is fruity. A little bit of like sweet pine resin on the back end. It's very interesting. There's a subtle fruitiness underneath, like a blueberry, strawberry, raspberry mixture. It's underneath that like chivy, like, peachy melon. Now it's opening up a little bit. It doesn't seem as herbaceous as when I first opened it, but man, when I first popped the can and it went into my nose, guys, it was like a frickin' chive bomb. Now it's settling out a little bit, and sometimes you need to get some oxygen in there. It smells a little bit more reasonable. Not that I hate the chive herbaceousness. All right, it's interesting. There's a culmination of things going on. Let's investigate with the taste buds. Cheers, Hot Butcher and M4. Let's go. Cheers, cheers. Immediately, light mouthfeel at 5.75, being a pale ale, a little bit of bitterness on the back end, a little bit of like jammy, seedy bitterness from, once again, blueberry, strawberry, raspberry. Don't know if I could say it was just straight up raspberries. I thought it'd be a little bit fruitier than what it is. Still dry and bitter on the back end with that seedy dryness. Still get the chive, little dank thing. Okay, it's fruiting up a little bit. Not as like piney, but there is, again, pine resin, some bitterness, some grassy herbaceousness kind of hanging on to this palate here. And there's the fruitiness kind of opening up. Palate adapts to the bitterness. It adapts to a little bit of that just grassy, again, subtle and strong herbaceousness, really. And so what I'm getting, guys, is some sort of fruity note that is a mix of things. So there is a little bit of citrus. There's a little bit of peach and melon, in my opinion. I don't think it's super tropical. But then again, you're getting like this seedy, not jam, because it's not super duper sweet, but it's like a blueberry, raspberry, and strawberry mixture, but it's very faint, very subtle. I don't like necessarily have to reach for it, but it's kind of the afterthought after all the pine hits you, after a little bit of that seedy dryness hits you, and after that a little bit of like chive herbaceousness hits you. There's a subtle bit of dankness as well. It's very small, but again, this opened up a little bit. The fruity notes did kind of come out a little bit more. It was almost like opening like a whiskey or a wine. It kind of aerated, it opened up, and the flavors changed a little bit. I actually do like it. Again, there's like a little like minty chive tea kind of thing. It smells very interesting. Okay, so my daughter is playing the xylophone upstairs. Sorry about that, guys. You're going to have to deal with that. So there's like this minty chive herbaceousness that's still hanging on to the fruitiness in this beer. Very interesting. I will say I thought I would dislike it more. I do like it. The body's a little thin, but I'm okay with it. The drinkability is very high. It's not super high ABV or high octane, which I do appreciate from Hot Butcher. We have so many of the others that are 7.5%, 8%. This one today, 5.75, going down pretty relatively smooth, considering there's a lot going on. I'm not used to Belma hops, and I'm also not used to being brewed with raspberries. Again, more of a seedy, fruity dryness that kind of mingles with the bitterness on the back end, but it's not overly super duper hopped. It's good. It's like the perfect amount of hoppiness. Again, melon and peach, maybe a little cantaloupe, kind of integrating their way into that kind of seedy berry kind of note that's coming out. This is actually really good. Like, the more I drink it, I actually like it. I think it's not like a blow your mouth out hazy. It's very interesting, very unique. So Hot Butcher, well done, different, memorable. I like different and memorable. So what's the rating? Still like a diesel-y, chivy, mint, berry. Just different, super duper different. Let's go with a, I'm going to go 4-1. It's just so super different and unique. I like it. I'm not opposed to it. It will wear on your palate a little bit, but it won't blow your mouth out. So that's what it is, guys. 4-1 out of 5, the New Oklahoma from Hot Butcher. Thank you so much for being here. Cheers, pros, yamas. Drink good beer.